Welcome to another episode of our fascinating historical journey. In this edition, we delve into the Battle of Marathon, a pivotal event that safeguarded Greek city-states' independence against the mighty Persian Empire. In the early 5th century BCE, the Persian Empire held dominion over the western coast of Asia Minor, known as Ionia. However, the Greek cities of Ionia rebelled against King Darius I of Persia due to heavy taxes, trade restrictions, and a lack of democratic governance. Aristagoras, the leader of the revolt, sought aid from Greece. Sparta declined assistance, but Athens and Eretria answered the call. Athens contributed 20 ships, while Eretria sent 5 ships. This marked the beginning of trouble for mainland Greece, as noted by the historian Herodotus. Although the Greek rebels successfully captured and burned Sardis, the main Persian city in western Anatolia, disunity and desertion led to their defeat in a battle off the island of Lade in 494 BCE. King Darius, seeking to punish the mainland Greeks, had long desired to control Greece. In 492 BCE, he dispatched an army under his son-in-law Mardonius into Thrace, resulting in the subjugation of that region. The Persians were poised to invade Greece from the north, but their fleet suffered significant losses due to a powerful storm around Mount Athos, forcing the army to retreat. In 491 BCE, Darius demanded that the mainland Greeks submit by offering earth and water as symbols of surrender. The Greek city-states, faced with news of another impending Persian invasion, were filled with panic. Persia, with its vast empire and seemingly invincible army, appeared unstoppable. Pro-Persian sentiments existed in many city-states, even Athens. The oracle at Delphi itself favored Persia. Against this backdrop, how could the divided and relatively weak Greeks hope to prevail? Nonetheless, both Athens and Sparta defiantly refused to submit. The Battle of Marathon loomed on the horizon, as the Greek city-states braced themselves to defend their independence against the formidable Persian Empire. In 490 BCE, King Darius launched his second invasion, led by his nephew Artaphernes and a Median noble named Dacia. Their fleet consisted of around 200 warships and 400 transports, carrying an estimated 25,000 infantry and 1,000 cavalry. The Persians gathered their forces in Tarsus and sailed westward through the Cyclades, seizing and plundering Naxos along the way. As they progressed, they added more troops, including conscripts and hostages. Upon reaching Euboea, the Persians encountered resistance. The city refused to surrender, leading to a destructive siege. Despite holding out for a week, the defenders were eventually betrayed. In retaliation for an earlier incident in Sardis, the Persians burned the city's temples. Afterward, the Persian fleet sailed west from Eretria and landed in the Bay of Marathon, located 26 miles northeast of Athens. The Persians strategically chose this site, as they believed the open plain would favor their superior cavalry, and they had Hippias, the deposed tyrant of Athens, on their side. Athens swiftly sent an appeal to Sparta, carried by the renowned runner Phidippides, who was known for his incredible speed. While the Spartan leaders agreed to assist, they insisted on waiting until the next full moon, which fell on August 11th to 12th, due to an ongoing religious festival. This delay frustrated the Athenians, who received news of Eretria's fall. Some debated whether to prepare for a siege, but Miltiades, a military leader from Ionia, argued for immediate action. Miltiades warned that a siege would isolate Athens from Spartan aid and increase the risk of treachery. He urged the Athenian army to confront the Persians on the beachhead at Marathon, seeing it as their best chance of victory. Slaves, freedmen, and citizens from Athens and Plataea joined the force, boosting their numbers. The Athenian army, led by Miltiades and under the command of war archon Callimachus, consisted of around 10,000 hoplites, infantry. Unexpectedly, Plataea contributed approximately 1,000 hoplites as well. It's important to note that each of Athens' 10 tribes had its own general, with Miltiades being just one of them. The stage was set for a historic showdown at the plain of Marathon. The Athenians positioned themselves on higher ground to the west of the plain, blocking the Persian advance towards Athens. They also strategically cut down trees to hinder the Persian cavalry. The Persians had a significant numerical advantage, along with cavalry and archers, while the Greeks lacked such resources. Both armies remained stationary for several days, around 2 miles apart, as they awaited developments. The Athenians awaited the arrival of Spartan reinforcements, while the Persians hoped for the success of pro-Persian conspirators in Athens, aiming to seize power. Aware that Spartan aid was imminent and lacking any news of a successful conspiracy, the Persians decided to send the majority of their fleet and a substantial land force, including cavalry, to Phaleron Bay on the night of August 11th to 12th. They left behind a smaller land force of approximately 15,000 men. Contrary to the Persians' hopes of winning through treachery, it was the Greeks who received critical information from Ionian deserters before dawn on August 12th. The deserters revealed that the Persian cavalry had departed. Realizing that their only chance was to strike swiftly, defeat the Persian land force, and then march to relieve Athens before the other Persian force could disembark, Miltiades swiftly devised a plan. Miltiades arranged the Greek line, stretching about a mile, with its flanks protected by two small streams flowing towards the sea. Marshes lay to the north and south beyond these streams. While the center of the Greek line was thinner, possibly with only 3 or 4 men deep, it contained their best troops. Miltiades ensured that the flanks, which had less reliable troops, maintained the full depth of the phalanx formation. This created a weaker center but powerful striking forces on the sides. The Greeks were better equipped with long spears against the Persian javelins and short swords against their daggers or scimitars. Additionally, the Greeks wore bronze body armor, and their motivation was fueled by the defense of their homeland. The stage is set for the Battle of Marathon, where the outnumbered Greeks, led by Miltiades, will face the Persian forces. In the next part, we will witness the clash of these determined adversaries and the unfolding of a pivotal moment in history. On that morning, the Greeks initiated the battle. They advanced slowly towards the Persian camp and the beach, getting within bow range of the Persian archers, who were positioned at the front. The Greeks charged at the center of the Persian line to minimize the time they were exposed to arrow attacks. The lightly armed Persian bowmen couldn't hold back the Greeks and quickly sought refuge behind the main Persian formation. Although the Persian infantry initially repelled the Greek center, the disciplined Greeks maintained their formation, causing their line to curve inward. The heavily armed Greek flanks folded in on the lightly armed Persian flanks, surrounding the Persians from both sides. It is debated whether this envelopment was planned or accidental. As the Greek flanks and center pressed forward, the Persian troops fled towards the beach in their transports, but they were cut down by the Greeks in their escape. A rear guard was formed by the Persians to cover their retreat, allowing most of the force to escape. This occurred around 9 o'clock a.m. According to the Greek historian Herodotus, the Greeks suffered only 192 casualties, while approximately 6,400 Persians were killed. The Greeks also destroyed 7 Persian ships. Miltiades swiftly sent word of the Greek victory to Athens through a runner, likely Phidippides, who embarked on the first marathon run. Although the Athenians couldn't pause to celebrate, as 2 Persian naval forces were heading towards Phaleron Bay, they marched back to Athens, arriving in the late afternoon. As the Persian fleet approached the shore for a landing, they realized they were too late and decided to withdraw. The Spartans arrived in Athens several days later, praising the victors before returning home. The Greeks emerged victorious in one of the pivotal battles in history. The Battle of Marathon secured Greek independence, albeit not conclusively, as it held back the Persians for a decade. The battle allowed the Greeks to envision the possibility of future triumphs, and it marked a crucial chapter in their collective memory and identity. The Battle of Marathon stands as a testament to the valor and determination of the Greeks, reminding us of the power of unity and the resilience of those defending their homeland.